another edition of the Cardinal Review. We are going to be talking about a little game today called God of War for the PlayStation 4, and it's developed by Santa Monica Studios. It is a third-person action adventure game where you are a fucking god and you're going through the world and you got a kid with you and he's like, "What up, yo?" You're basically like Thor and a Captain America put together, and he's like Hawkeye, and it's like the Avengers, basically. That's it. That's my review. Peace out, you guys. Have a good night. JK, LOL. This game is fucking dope. If you have a PS4 and you have not bought this game, shut your fucking face and go buy it. Go to your local game retailer and buy a copy of God of War. And if you don't like it, you can come to my house and smack me right in my dick. That's the Cardinal guarantee, seal of approval. But just let's get started on this thing. Okay, this is a big old bitch. I'm just gonna try to run through it real fast because you can tell I like it. Okay, I like this shit. It's a fucking good piece of shit. It's good. It's nice. It smells. Number one, sound design. So fucking good. Some of the best sound design I've ever heard in a game. Number two, one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a game. Why are we getting so many games with good soundtracks? How the fuck did we get Nier Automata, Persona 5, Xenoblade Chronicles, fucking Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the Wild, fucking God of War? How do we get all these games with amazing soundtracks fucking almost back to fucking back within the last 2 years? I don't get it. It's only fucking April. You know? I can't even, like the millennials say. I can't even right now. So, that brings me to visuals. Visuals are fucking dope. I mean, what else can you say? You've seen this game, you've seen the trailers. It looks better than the E3 trailer. So that's like saying something. It is fucking... It's not just the visual, because the visuals are on par with Horizon Zero Dawn or Uncharted or something like that. But the thing that sets it apart is its color palette. It feels so striking. There's so many, like when you see red in the environment, it's just fucking red as fuck. If you see blue in the environment, it's blue as dicks. And it's just, goddamn, everything's like so, like the blacks are deep and the whites are deep. It's just like these really stunning, striking colors. And it just works so well, man. It really paints this just gorgeous place you want to fucking live in and you want to be a part of. Speaking of being a part of this game, you take control of a character named Kratos. You may have heard of him. He's from other games. But in this game, he's very much taken on the Logan style of character, where he's old, tired, and, you know, just sort of done with murdering people all the time, and he just wants to have a quiet life in his cabin with his son. But something terrible happens, and there are no spoilers here, but he goes and sets out on an adventure to get to the highest peak in the realm with his son. And his son is funny and happy, and Kratos is mean and a jerk, and they have this fun kind of, you know, chemistry where his son's like, "Hey, Dad, check this thing out." And he's like, "Shut up, boy, you stupid bitch." And his son's like, "Aw, man, geez, Louise." And then by the end, though, you're going to be crying, you're going to be cussing, you're going to be leaping for the stars. This has so much emotional fucking... so the spectrum of emotions in this game is unfucking rivaled. And it is just really, really satisfying to hear them talk to each other. I love listening to them fucking bicker back and forth. They're just so fun. Both characters are people that you'd just like to know in real life and just be like... It's like when you know that guy at the thing and you're thinking, man, that guy and this guy over here, they would never get along. It's like those two guys. It's like The Odd Couple. It's a really long episode of The Odd Couple, but it's worth your $64.94. But I will say that, man, this story is really good. It does suffer a little bit from the princesses in another castle syndrome, but it's still really good. And if I'm going to have a couple of little minor quibbles here and there, but that's just because that's all there is to bitch about in this game, is minor little things. So that's going to bring me to gameplay. Gameplay is absolutely fucking king. And here it is, King of Kings. It is so satisfying At the beginning, it seems a little simplistic. But once you get to the end of the game and you're flying around, you got your Leviathan axe, you can throw it, and it sticks into a thing. It's Mjolnir. It's Thor's hammer, but it's an axe. You can recall it by pressing triangle. And it comes back in your hand. You're like, yeah, motherfucker. Every time, dude, I would like just walk around throwing that bitch into the ocean and just like recalling it just to fucking have it do it, the thing, and the controller shakes and yeah. You know, it's like a manly just dick thing. It's like a swinging dick. It's like you're throwing your dick and it's just coming back. Where's my penis? Right. So, yes, you have the Leviathan axe, and you also have, when you throw your Leviathan axe and it sticks in an enemy or a wall, you can just leave it there, and then you bust out your shield, and then boom, you're Captain America. You go from being Thor to Captain America, and you're shield bash, punch, shield bash, punch. And then you got your kid, he's got fucking arrows, he's a fucking archery badass, and he gets better and better through time. You can upgrade your character and the kid. It is definitely an action RPG. Don't let anyone make you think that this is some weird linear Last of Us clone. It is an absolute action RPG. It has way bigger world than you think. It's bigger. It's similar to the Tomb Raider open areas, but it's actually bigger than that. It's very much a Metroid style of game, where there's like vines somewhere, you can't get through there until you get a certain power, blah, 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 blah. You understand how that works. So, but yeah, fuck, man. The combat is just really good. It's really, I hate this word visceral, but it is. It's visceral. And you're right there because the camera is right behind his back, and you're just like, and you're slashing people, and you're fucking boom, boom, boom. And when you do enough damage to an enemy, they stun them, and they kind of go into a daze, and you can click it down the right stick and do like a fucking finisher. And that's always really satisfying. If anything, any complaints I could really have with the game, they could have had a few more enemy types, but that's understandable. The menu says there's lots of upgrades. Like I said, this is an RPG. It pretty much is just an RPG. It could have been a little less obtuse the way you upgrade your equipment and the way things work as far as like adding XP to some things, but having to spend money on other things, and you'll understand what I mean when you play it. It's a little confusing at first, and even by the end of the game, I'm still kind of like wrestling with the controls in the menu, which, like, how do you nail the 3 prongs of success? Visuals, story, and gameplay. But you're just like the menu guy, like the dude who did the menu. It's like they spent all this money on the main 3, and the guy who did the menus is like, his name's George. And they're just like, hey, George, did you get the menus done? And he's like, yeah, I did some menus. It's okay. I did some. It's okay. But hey, George, you fucked up the menus, man. They're not that good. They're not as good as the rest of the game. Sorry. And then it's like, well, we got to release it on Friday. It's fine, George. It's okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this was a lesser game, I wouldn't have any complaints whatsoever. But it's just that everything is so perfect that it's weird to have this one thing be kind of like a flaw. And it's a kind of like, yeah, it's like a weird like gaping wound, and it's like watching like a beautiful naked person, and then they have like this one weird mole that's got hair growing out, and you're like, hey, it looks like you did plastic surgery like all over your whole body. Why didn't you just fix the mole? It's fine. Shut up. Anyways, this game is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. If you like games that are fun, or games that have good stories, or games that have good graphics, you're probably everyone. And you should probably play this game. I don't know. I really don't know who this game isn't for. I know, like, when I play games like Bloodborne and I'm having a good time, but I can understand why people don't like it. Or I'm playing a game like, like Persona 5 or Nier Automata, and you go, I love this game, but I understand why other people don't like this game. It's very niche. It's very like weird, and it's got its weird thing. Like, God of War is weird, but it's so accessible in these ways that it's because, like, you understand gods in the north, You understand Norse gods, you understand the Greek gods, you understand, most people get who Kratos is at this point. And then this behind-the-back, third-person action, RPG, adventure, open-ish world video game is very accessible. But at the same time, it's like it's for everyone. It's for hardcore fuckers because the game is not easy, but you can make it easy. And the game is fun, and it's poignant, and it's crazy, and it's insane, and it's I don't know. There's just it's everything, man. It's everything a game should be, and it kind of reawoken something that like I felt like I was missing in games for a while, where I was kind of wanting a little of everything. I want this game to be, you know, I love these graphics, but I wish the story was better. I love this story, but I wish the gameplay was better. Or this gameplay is amazing, but the visuals are just like lacking a little bit. And this has all of it. It's just, it's worth your fucking time. That's what it is. So it is, in my opinion, a masterpiece. A master class in gaming creation. They have done an amazing job with this game, and it is, in my opinion, the best God of War and one of the best PlayStation games ever created. I am the Cardinal. Thank you for watching my stupid review of this game, and thank you for watching the Cardinal review. We'll see you on the next edition.
Standing on the shoulders of prophets, there we were, in the face of Mount Zion, knowing we got everything to lose. I'm just a man with unclean lips, neck deep, making my way through all you hypocrites. And no matter how bad it gets, it's a worse situation when we forgot what's more important. Go, creator of creation, creator of creation. Walking in the footsteps of giants, standing on the shoulders of prophets, there we were, in the face of no Zion, knowing we got everything to lose, and there we were, in the footsteps of giants, standing on the shoulders of prophets, there we were, in the face of no Zion, knowing we got everything to lose, and Hashem has given us perspective beyond our natural lines, and confidence you trust and faith, though your faith is a must. You can call me a